So, after last week's bonus pod...
Oh, God,
Did we put a bonus in last week?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, mate. The story.
Oh,
The President's Cup thing.
Now, why was that a bonus? That should have been a bona fide its own episode.
So...
Has there been any feedback with that, man?
Oh, my gosh,
Yeah.
has there been feedback?
Mate.
The main majority of the feedback has been people trying to figure out who the hell it was and asking and actually saying we've let the family down to some degree by not saying who it was.
No.
Which we can't.
What we do is we protect the family.
That's right. And thank you, Third Man, because at one stage there were initials leaked into the original until it was soundproofed, and those initials were taken out.
Do we get rid of them?
Yep, thank God. Mate, there could have been all kinds of trouble. There could have been lawsuits.
I know there was an E in there, but I don't...
There's no E.
We sent the audio to Dennis Denudo and we said, Dennis, just have a quick listen through, and he gave a couple of edit points.
Anyway, so I've had 2 run-ins about it this week. 2. In a good way. In a funny way.
What do you mean?
Well, I went to the Lexus of Blackburn Golf Day at Royal Melbourne on Monday, and I finished the day, and I'm in there minding my own business, just being nice to the people, and the food started coming out, and the waitress serving the food...
The waitress?
The waitress serving the food, who has been at Royal Melbourne for 30 years. She's worked there for 30 years.
I know that lady. What's her name?
You know that lady.
I do.
You do.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say her name because I don't want to get in trouble, but she's the most lovely person you've ever met in your life.
Very sweet.
So her husband listens to our podcast, and they knew about the story at Royal Melbourne in 1998. So everyone was talking about this story. Anyway, the husband said, Dale, you've got to come over, listen to this story. Anyway, I've never seen anybody with so much delight in their face just to recount what they knew was absolutely 100%
Did they know
of the time.
person's name?
Yes, be careful. They know they knew exactly who it was. Exactly who it was.
What was your second encounter?
I was playing golf. Remember that when we were playing golf and just it was a fluke. We were both playing at Kingston Heath, and you're in the group in front of me, and I'm in the group behind. We didn't even know. Anyway, one of the blokes I'm playing with, about the 4th hole, starts telling me that he plays a bit of golf overseas. I said, "Oh yeah, that's fantastic." He goes, "I play a lot of golf with so and so," and I'm thinking,
Oh, the named person.
the named person.
Oh, no. So he's mates with him?
Yeah, the fiddler.
Oh, no.
He's mates with the fiddler. Anyway, I said, tell him I said hello. You know, I didn't know what to say.
What about if he's heard the pod?
I said,
What about if he's heard the pod?
tell him I said hello. Anyway, about 2 hours later, he's holding up his phone. He goes, "Hey," he said, "yeah, not a bad bloke, decent with the girls. Tell him I said, tell him I sent him my best." So he sent him a text
thank
message.
goodness for that.
It's come back, whoosh, too close.
Hopefully he doesn't get linked in.
Well,
Jeez.
that's right.
Hopefully no one puts 2 and 2 together and gets
Anyway.
the 4.
We should say, if you're listening and you're going, hang on, what's this bonus pod? This is the President's Cup bonus pod a week or 2 back.
Go
if you
back.
haven't heard it, you need to listen to it, not with the kids around.
Go back and listen immediately. In fact, put this one on pause and go directly back and listen to the story because it'll never be told again.
No, and it's a beauty.
Oh.
Marko, I've got. I need your help.
Why?
Well, I just need you to listen because I've had a tough week.
Why?
Well, you know, I've got the house. I'm doing the house up in Wodonga.
Yeah, I know. And Mark and Meredith have been looking after the house while you've been gone.
And the bikies.
The next door neighbours.
And the bikies.
And pretend bikies.
And the bikies.
That's right.
Not pretend, mate.
Oh,
We're connected. Don't worry about that.
go on.
Anyway, so the other weekend, we got robbed 7 times.
No, you couldn't have, mate, because Mark and Meredith were looking after the house.
We got robbed 7 times.
Hang on.
I'm watching.
Hang on a second. Did they rob? They took 7 things from your house, or you got robbed 7 times?
They in and out 7 times.
Oh my God!
In one sort of session.
So the first night they went in at 3:30 in the morning and we're out at 3:40.
What'd they get?
I'll get to that in a minute.
Yeah.
The next night they get in at 11:27. Up, they do. They take stuff. Come back at 12:20.
Oh, mate.
Gone. Back at 1. Back at 2.
Are you kidding
back
me?
at 3. Back until 4:30.
What, they have a wheelbarrow?
All
They just kept on filling up the wheelbarrow.
Now, so we have got the greatest invention ever. And if I had to come up with this idea, I wouldn't be sitting here talking to you two pelicans
What is
right
it?
now.
What is it?
The ring. The ring.
the
doorbell.
front, the doorbell,
Oh, so
yeah,
he's a
yeah.
he's a gazillionaire.
Yeah.
What an invention.
Yeah, the best ever.
Because it goes off, right?
Everyone, I think most builders are actually putting it in the
They're
house these days.
unbelievable.
Yeah.
I tell you now, I could see detail in his eyes.
Could you?
It was that good.
Face tattoos?
Oh, he had everything.
Did he have a little teardrop?
So let's just call this bloke Trevor,
Oh,
because that's his name. All right?
he's known.
So
Trevor's known around town.
So I've got the ring, and my sister's got the ring. All right. So her ring is going off, and my ring is going off. Anyway, we compare rings the next day.
Yeah.
And she goes, "That's Trevor. That's bloody Trevor."
Are you kidding?
So I ring up the cops, and I
Yeah.
said, "And
Does Trevor not know about the ring?
This is the funny thing. So he didn't get inside the house because we locked it up, right?
Oh, okay,
So, but the yard there was some pickings. Like in the yard, there was some things you could take that were
What? Like little dwarfs? Or what do you have
gnomes.
in there?
No.
Gnomes.
No.
Yeah,
So this is what Trevor stole.
you had the demon gnome.
So this is what Trevor stole. All right. So Trevor stole a bale of hay.
Has he got a horse?
No.
Or a cow or something?
No.
Bale
No.
of hay. Jeez.
No.
How much does a bale of hay go these days?
$14.
Righto. It's not bad.
Trevor stole a fire pit.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
a good one?
$89 from Bunnings.
Well, that's a good one.
It's a good one.
That's a good one.
Cast iron. He stole a gate.
Why would he steal a gate?
I don't know. He stole 6 flywire screens.
Are there a lot of mozzies up there?
Must be. I haven't come across them as yet. And he stole about $100 worth of timber. But the funny thing was,
Did he leave it all out the front of his house?
hang on. The funny thing was, the last one, we got this stuff wrapped up on our front lawn with black plastic and tape all around it
Right.
because it's asbestos. Right?
It's asbestos.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Trevor stole some asbestos. So you would have thought he was getting rid. Anyway, so we find out it's Trevor.
no.
We find out it's Trev. All right, so there's some stuff going. And I don't know what else is gone because I couldn't quite make out on the camera what he'd taken. But my fire pit was full of coals.
Oh.
And we've all seen the nursery rhyme Hansel and Gretel
Yes.
with the breadcrumbs.
Yes.
Well, Trevor lives from my house 140 metres.
You left a trail of coal.
Trail of coal.
Jeez.
But not only that, he left the fire pit on the nature strip.
He did.
On the nature strip.
Pinched it, then didn't want it.
Did he
put-
know it was cost $89?
The bale of hay was in his driveway. The fly screens were up on his door. So I rang up the cops and I said, look, I've got a problem here. I've been robbed. So I have to go down there and make a statement.
Yeah.
And he said, so what's he taken? I said, some timber, some flywire screens, bale of hay.
Fire pit.
5 minutes, he's looking at me and he goes,
Fire screens.
and? I said, no, that's it. And he was kind of dumbfounded. He said, really? That's what he's taken? And I said, his name's Trevor, and gave him his last name.
Yeah.
And he goes, oh, Trev. Anyway, so they go around and see Trev. Trev's in a bit of strife.
Is he?
He's been on parole. He's
Yeah, okay.
he's got some addiction issues.
How old's Trev?
Trev's 40, and so they go and ask Trev, so why would you do it, Trev?
Yeah.
You know, why would you take some hay, some flywire screens, fire pit?
How would you do it with a straight
And
face?
Trev goes, well, I had a fight with a girlfriend and I wanted to renovate Mum's house.
Jeez.
So we weren't the only house that he hit that night.
Oh, what else did he get?
He'd also got some cacti out of another garden bed. So I just wanted to say the Wodonga coppers were unbelievable. Normally they wouldn't give a shit about it, but
Yeah.
they were fantastic. But it's hard to explain to someone when they ask, "Oh, what they get?" Oh, yeah, they got the hay.
Yeah, it's just too much.
The vision of him with the hay on his shoulder, carrying it out the yard. But the fire pit was funny. He's spilling it and dropping it, and there was drops of coal the whole way to his neighbour.
Oh, it was so good.
It was so good.
So hang on a second. So you go down to Melbourne to go to a wedding, and all this is going on.
Oh, I had a wedding too.
There's a
Not
story
my
at the wedding, isn't there?
There's a couple.
I can tell.
There's a couple of stories. Well, the wedding had. I'll tell you what the wedding had. The wedding had those combi vans. You know those VW.
Yeah.
They're beautiful.
Yeah.
It was down coastal. Down the
What do you
beach.
mean? What do you mean combi vans?
Well, you know the VW convis.
Yeah, but in the context of what was it in the wedding for?
Well, because you have cars, wedding cars.
Oh, the wedding party.
They had combi vans.
Combi
Oh,
van.
yeah.
Is it combi or convi?
B.
Combi. So the combi
I
vans.
thought it was Conv.
Yeah, so
Combi van. Dude,
Righto.
mate, I grew up in Wollongong. Trust me, they're
yeah, so
every second car.
But there are combi vans too, aren't they? Convenience
Well,
vans.
hang on. What does Conv stand for?
What? I've never heard of a convi van.
Well, I thought they were convenience vans.
Yeah.
No, hang on.
Convi.
All right, let's Google this.
Hang on,
How do you
see,
think-
he said that too
Yeah,
confidently.
you did.
then.
You were very confident.
No,
You
I still think it's Conv.
Now, I reckon the VW Combi,
No, here
because
we
it's a
go.
combination van.
Combination or a convenience.
There's a combi van.
Yes, that's what it is.
No,
That's
so
a
hang on,
Conv.
how do you spell this convi thing?
Well, how do you
CONVI.
reckon? Yeah.
CONVI. I've never heard of that, but let's have a look.
What's it say?
Nothing. There's nothing there.
All right, well, just
So
a
it's
combi.
combi. Okay.
Oh,
Well
So-
done.
so
I'll
the combi
accept
van.
the apology.
Well
later
done.
on.
I said well done.
Now, I won't-
that's how I do it.
Appreciate it.
I won't be mentioning who was getting married because I can't do that.
By the way, I saw who was getting married at the same Royal Melbourne Lexus of Blackburn Golf Day.
Yes, you did.
I saw that person there, and I'm pretty sure you were there as the MC and ended up as the best man. Is that accurate?
Both.
Oh,
Got the dual roles. But the one thing I did laugh at.
hang on. Was this a celebrity wedding? Was it someone we'd know?
No.
Okay.
It's pretty, yeah.
It was a normie.
No, this bloke is
I'd put him in
semi-celebrity.
Okay.
well-known identity around
Yes.
Melbourne.
Yeah, in the footy circles.
Yeah.
Anyway, so one of their things was when they got married, upon kissing the bride, that they would release a bunch of butterflies.
Say that again.
So they would release a bunch of butterflies.
They did not.
They did.
They released. Where do you go to get butterflies?
It's a good point. Now, this is the point. A lot of money was spent on these butterflies.
What was
and
wrong with doves?
Probably get attacked by the seagulls, wouldn't they? We're down on the beach.
Oh yeah, okay.
I don't know.
Butterflies.
So you can
How many
only-
butterflies do you need to make a statement?
Well, I reckon there was. All right. So I think they ordered 400, and I think 100 flew.
What happened to
There was
the other?
carnage.
What happened to the other 300?
There was carnage.
They didn't want to go anywhere.
They didn't. They couldn't go anywhere. Can't fly if you're dead.
Well, it was a hot day.
Don't know.
Was it?
Don't know what
They
happened.
died in the box.
Don't know what happened.
Oh no!
But they lost a fair few butterflies.
Jeez.
But they were good. The butterflies looked good when they came out.
So 100 of them,
A couple of them.
100 dehydrated butterflies got out and went for their lives.
Got out and went for their lives. Actually, I had one on my shoulder for a long time. Actually, I sent a photo of the one on my shoulder.
Oh, I
I
wanna
had one
see
on
it.
the shoulder for hours.
What happened to the other 300? What did they do with 300 dead butterflies?
Buried them. Buried them in the sand. Down the beach.
I can't. This didn't happen.
It did, I swear
It
to
did
God.
not happen.
I swear to God. I think it was $6,000.
What?
I think it was 6,000. Well, your butterflies aren't
600 bucks
cheap.
for a box of butterflies.
$6,000
For
for
400
All
butterflies.
right, well,
Mate,
All
that's
right.
a business
Can we-
idea I've ever heard of.
can we throw it open to our listeners? How much for a butterfly?
That's $15 a butterfly.
Well, how much would you pay?
Hang on, is that $15?
Well, mate, you know how... I mean,
I wouldn't pay $15.
did
How
you
much
have a
would you pay?
butterfly net when you were a kid? I did. And
was
it took
thinking
me
like
half an hour to catch one butterfly. So, yeah, $15 a butterfly is
Well, I
about
think
right.
15's about right.
When you were talking, I was thinking, $1.50, $2.
They're not
Mate.
yabbies.
What do you've
They're
got
not,
to
they're
catch
not,
the thing.
They're not worms.
How do you reckon you catch them?
I don't reckon they're going out in the field, jumping around with music playing, catching butterflies.
But they're probably
Don't
feeding
have
caterpillars and fattening them up and waiting for them to
They'll be breeding them in some cage. That's what they're doing.
a cage.
Well, not a cage, like a
butterfly enclosure.
What do you call it? An aviary type
An
thing.
enclosure.
Well, hang on a sec. If it's $15 for butterflies that have a 75% chance of dying,
Yep.
how much would they cost per butterfly? The 100%.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, the guaranteed they're going to live.
30.
$30.
Mate, we could make a killing here. We could make a killing.
Guarantee it. Guarantee every butterfly that you paid for will look beautiful, and they'll do a little loop-de-loop
Can I-
as we let them
Well,
go.
can I come up with another idea?
Oh, yes.
Would like to hear one.
You know planes, the planes that let off the smoke, like
yeah.
those Red Bull things?
Yeah, like
If we got butterflies, attach a little thing to the back and put a bit of smoke off there,
it's not silly.
imagine how good that would be.
It's not silly.
That would be unbelievable. Like they're flapping around and they go left and right and you got little smoke trails. Imagine that.
That would be big.
It'd be great. I mean,
That'd be epic.
I suspect it's difficult to
Actually,
manage.
can I take this to another level?
Sure.
Idea here.
Okay.
Why don't we have drones with smoke?
Yeah,
So
so
you can
actually,
go,
that's
so
a
you can
good
go up
idea.
and do it and say, I love you. Will you marry me?
could a drone skyride?
Done. Better than planes.
It's a good idea.
Skywriting for
A
drones.
skywriting drone. That is a very
Hang on.
good idea.
We've just hit something here.
Turn it
it
off.
off.
Turn it off
Turn it off.
immediately. This could work.
A drone that would sky. That could work. That could work.
That
Of course it
could
would. And you
work,
wouldn't
mate.
even need. You don't even need an idiot to fly.
That's it.
You know.
Oh, you program it.
Program it in.
Yep. Then let it crash in the error. Straight after.
Can you imagine? Can you imagine all those little Valentine's Day?
Oh, it'd be huge.
Be my
They'd use it for gender reveals.
gender
The smoke
reveals.
could be blue or pink.
Yes.
You could write boy in blue.
How
or pinky
good.
girl.
Or right-
we're
or-
not sure. In
or-
another colour.
There you go. Oh, this is unbelievable.
This could actually work.
Imagine at the G, right? Imagine at the G. Just say Spargo off, DeGoey on.
Yep.
You get a drone up there, Spargo off, DeGoey on.
That could work.
What's
That
the
could work.
name? That's the next thing.
Oh,
we
yeah.
got to get a killer name.
Or a slogan.
Drone.
So drone smoke.
skywriting.
Drone-
smoke. Drone smoke. I like it. That's leading.
Drone.
Hey, we need a skyrider. Just call it drone smoke. They do it in all colours. Yeah, right, eh?
I like it. It's good. Hey, do you know you're talking your other business idea last week? Sorry, not your idea. Darren the Bankers' idea about barbershops where they don't talk.
Yep.
Yeah.
You had that fantastic idea for a slogan, which was "Shut up, cut,"
Yep.
Shut up, cat.
Shut up.
So good.
which was very, very good.
So good. Blew my stupid
Malcolm
name
wrote in
away.
with another slogan,
Yeah, and this
Don't
Malcolm,
tell me the little engine
there's
driver
the
that
little
could.
engine that could. That's
You're
him.
joking.
and I reckon his slogan. I don't want to diminish yours.
Oh no,
Ox.
Malcolm's creative.
Listen to this.
Telling you.
Yours was great, but Malcolm's
He's brilliant.
comb of silence.
Oh,
The little engine that could.
the little comb of silence. So good. So good.
Pretty good, isn't it?
Can I tell you a story about Malcolm?
Sure.
When we got roles at Macquarie Sport Radio, it was a brand new radio station. We were lucky to get callers at the start, and then one after another they started to come, and then we were quite busy.
I saw the ratings. You're lucky to get callers at the end.
Oh really?
Thank you for that.
Really?
You think-
Really?
What, didn't get like above a 0.7 or something?
Are you
Mate,
serious?
we were approaching 2.
We got 1.6.
Please.
I'm just joking around. I'm joking around.
Anyway, Malcolm.
Another 4 million, we would have hit 4s.
Malcolm used to call at the start, and he was nervous, and he wasn't very good, but he kept on trying.
Oh, yeah.
And he kept
The little
on
engine that
going.
did.
And he kept on going, and in
He
the
was
end,
amazing.
he was our most valuable caller. He was golden.
No, the other
because
one-
he had that.
No, and John from Skippy Downs.
John from Skippy Downs. Was Skippy Downs?
Sippy.
Sippy Downs.
Oh, no, we call it Skippy. So every time John got on,
Yeah.
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 How
But,
good was that show, though? Skippy.
Skippy.
So good.
Skippy,
Look, it was a good
fly the helicopter, Skip. We're in trouble.
Yeah, it was a good show. It was no Frasier, but it was a good show.
Get off this Frasier bandwagon. Anyway, back to the butterflies. We've had so the butterflies get released. Everything's great. What happened next?
I opened up the box and they emptied it. The butterflies are on the sand.
Oh, jeez.
No, it was a very good wedding. It was a very well done, beautiful weather down at Bowen Heads.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
I was at a wedding in America. It was a 21-year-old marrying his childhood sweetheart, who had become pregnant.
What do you mean a childhood sweetheart? They've been together 4 months. They've been together 4 years.
Together since he was 14.
Oh, God.
Anyway, he got her up the duff, all right?
Also known as she's pregnant.
She's preggo. Anyway, she was still in high school. He was in third year. He was one of the footballers. Third year, so he invited everybody.
Third year college.
Third year in college, so he was a junior. Anyway,
Actually, can you just go through the order?
freshman, sophomore, junior, senior. It's very confusing, junior and
What about
senior.
if you do a 5-year course?
You red shirt. One of those years you red shirt.
Oh,
if
yeah,
you're a
yeah.
sports person,
Yep.
you might red shirt the first year because you only have 4 years of eligibility.
So does that mean junior would be about 20, 21 years old? Is that about right?
Yeah, about 20.
Yeah, okay.
About 20, 21, 22, something like that. Anyway, they're getting married. And he's gone the full tongue-pash. Like the big one, Gene Simmons style.
Oh, no.
In front of all of his family.
No.
And in front of the entire sporting fraternity at Texas Tech.
No.
And she pushed him away.
Oh, so
It
good.
was so bad.
I loved her.
It was so disgusting. It was so bad. I've never seen anything. It was the cringe. I've never cringed more in my entire life.
There's only one day ever you can tongue pash when you're getting married. And that's when you're in Vegas in front of Elvis.
Yes.
That's the only time you're
Yes.
allowed to tongue pash
Yes.
in a wedding.
And you've only just met.
Yes. You've known each other.
If you've known each other for a short period of time, and let's say
under 2 weeks.
you met at
Hooters.
the ballet.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of ballet in Las Vegas.
Is there?
Stacks. So if you met someone at the ballet and you said, listen,
Yep.
I like your style, we should go and get married.
Let's go. Let's go and
Let's
see
go
Elvis.
see Elvis.
Uh-huh.
You are allowed to tongue pash at that stage.
Thank you very much.
Oh, very nice.
And the best time to get married, of course, is February, March.
Yes.
You've been thinking about that too long. I've seen a bit of civil selfishness that I'd love to get your view on
Oh,
after this. So we'll have a break.
Okay.
We'll get a.
Third man's been busy, Marko.
Jeez.
He has been busy.
I thought you were going to lead with something then.
Yeah.
Oh, no, we'll tell you in a
All right.
second. And we've got a bit of feedback, and someone is getting a whack.
Good.
Someone's
About time.
getting a whack.
It's about time.
All right. See you in a sec. This is the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marko, and as always, thanks to our great mates at E&S Trading. Make sure to subscribe and you'll never miss an episode. And it'd be great if you could rate and review us wherever you get your pods.
We're right to resume.
We are
Yes.
All right. Third man,
indeed. Yes.
you said you've come across civil selfishness.
Oh, I have. So I want to get your view on this. So
Is
here it
it
is.
selfish or is it not selfish? You can make your mind up, can't you?
Well, I think it is.
Okay.
I think it is. And
We'll be the judge of that.
I went to a pub for dinner last night with my daughters and my wife and one of their boyfriends.
Nice.
And-
What's the boyfriend like?
No, he's great. He's really good.
Yeah.
And
Did you give him the speech?
no, they've been together for a long time. They've been together. Like
No,
5
but
years.
when they first met, you gave him the speech.
what speech?
Well, you got it.
You got to.
My daughter got it, or her boyfriend got it. What you do to my daughter, I do to you.
That's it.
Simple. So
Wow.
just think about it. You treat her well, you'll get treated well.
Well, I can tell you
You treat her
now.
nasty, guess what happens, pal?
Well, I can tell you now.
Buckle up, pin your ears back, and bang.
I can tell you now. If any bloke ever treated either of my daughters incorrectly or in a poor way, they wouldn't have to worry about me because my daughters would absolutely
Would they?
nail their ass. Oh mate, they're tough as. Tough as.
Obviously, get them from mum.
They do. They absolutely do. Oh, such an arsehole. So, went to a pub last night for dinner. And I looked at the menu. We're ordering drinks. I'm thinking, geez, a bit expensive. Have a guess how much a pint of Carlton Draft was?
$8.
No, $13.50.
$15.
That's a joke. That's
$15.
It's stupid. Not for a drink.
No.
It's gone too far.
Like Stone and Wood was $16.
So you can buy 3 pints, which works out. How much is a pint in litres? It's
I don't know.
What's a
700? Is 700?
What's a slab? Can you still get slabs for 50 bucks?
$52 for a slab.
Carlton Draft, yeah, about $52 for
What does that calculate at? 24. It's $2 a beer.
$2.20.
Yeah, $2.20 a beer.
So what's going
That's
on?
that's probably a pot and a bit size, maybe. I
Yeah,
reckon.
well, two of them is a pint.
Yeah.
Two of them's a pint, 700 mils.
So it's $4.
So,
$15.
so let's say it's $5. So the markup is 300%.
Outrageous.
It's ridiculous. Was the glass chilled? Was it a cold glass? At least?
Yeah, no, it was good. No, it was good, but I just thought it was too expensive.
Was it a good pub? Yeah, I mean, I don't mind paying a little extra if you're somewhere special.
I will tell you what the pub was. It was called the College Lawn.
Oh, everyone knows it.
That's my old
That's
pub.
our
There
old
you
pub.
go.
That's where we both used to go.
Did they have the music going?
Well, there's a bit of music playing, but they had the footy on because
Did you see Pickers there?
Yeah, Pickers would have been
Well,
there.
Pickering would have been there.
No, I didn't say. Hey, speaking of the footy, your D's, mate. What happened last week?
Oh, no. That's not even worried about it. Right. Not even worried about it.
Round 0, it doesn't matter.
No, we started round 1.
That's right.
No,
Got the doggies.
That's right.
Fair enough.
Hey, one of our great friends and great listeners of this podcast, his name is Brent Kirshner.
Oh, that's him.
He-
He's travelling. He's away at the moment.
I know. And I think if you've been part of this podcast from the start, I probably went a little bit overboard early days about the basketball hoops around this town and how there are no nets and how they are in such poor condition and how because they are no netting and there's poor condition and no one looks after them that no kids actually go out and play. He was in Henley Beach, Adelaide. Look at that.
It's a glass backboard.
Not only is it a glass backboard, it has a net. And not only does it have a net, it has the ability for little kids to be moved up and down. And Brent Kirshner assures me that this is used the entire time.
My goodness me.
Have a look at that third man.
Just while we're on Brent Kirshner.
One of the great accountants in Australia.
Jeez, that's impressive.
How about that?
Can we still be friends?
Please. Oh no.
He's travelling at the moment, as you can see. He's in Henley Beach.
Yeah, that's right.
He's been in Robe. He's been in Beachport. He's been gone a week.
Yeah.
And he has sent 45 to 50 photos through.
Oh, come on.
Can we still be friends with people who go on holidays and send photos of everything they're doing every day?
No.
Please, I don't care.
No.
I don't care.
What sort of photos?
Oh, not...
I only got that one.
No, I've got ones of him at breweries and I've got ones of him at wineries
What?
and ones of him playing golf and...
He's showing off now.
Was he trying
Well,
to...
that's the point. Can we still be friends with people doing that?
No. That's it for Brent.
Look at this.
That's it for Brent.
Look, 2 beers. Who cares?
He sent a picture of 2 beers.
but-
Two beers.
Two beers.
Putting.
What else?
Royal Adelaide.
Go on, give me a look at Royal Adelaide. I haven't been there for 20 years.
His map of where he's going.
Oh, no, that's too
geez,
much,
snap.
Brent.
His map.
Brent sounds like a wanker.
Can be. Can be at times.
Brent, you're on probation. You're on probation,
You
mate.
get 2 photos a day. One in the morning and one at night, and that's it.
Yeah, not even 2 a day. That's way too many. Like a couple at the end.
You know what it is?
Yeah.
It's an effeminate trait.
Look at me, look at me, look at me.
Yep.
That's what it is.
That is something that girls do to their friends
Yep.
to mess with their heads. That's what they do.
You never see anyone on Instagram or what's the other, on TikTok post shit photos.
No.
Like, you
never.
know, you never see that.
No.
It's always showing off.
It is. How big is it?
Yeah. Yeah.
How big's your willy?
Yeah.
Show us what you're up to.
Yeah. You never see how bad's this haircut.
No.
You never see that one.
Or how crap's this meal when they come out just one potato and a bit of spinach.
There's a fly on your body.
Maybe that's a business idea, like an anti-influencer. You post bad stuff.
Oh, yes.
That could work. Maybe.
Absolutely.
Well, I reckon if you did that, if you were the anti-Instagrammer and only posted shit things that were happening in your life, I think I'd follow that person.
I'd follow too.
I would follow that person.
I would follow him for
So
sure.
you got a dodgy feed at a pub, you post a dodgy feed.
I'm not joking. This is the worst aftershave I've ever had. Smells like shizen.
Have a look at this. Just stubbed my toe, bleeding everywhere. Look at that.
Yeah. You can do it beautifully.
Yeah, and I reckon your picture would be like a little cartoon with the cloud over the head. The cloud that used to, was it Snoopy?
Yeah.
Or it was Linus or one of those
Linus,
guys on
yeah.
China
Linus,
Brown.
yeah.
And the cloud used to follow. That would be.
Yeah.
It would be Linus with the cloud. You should do that one. That should be you.
What, me?
Yes.
Be an anti-influencer.
Be the anti-influencer.
I don't think I'm the guy to do it.
You kind of look like Linus.
Companies
What? Oh, my gosh.
companies would pay you
What, I mean, to post bad stuff?
about their opposition.
Yeah.
So just say,
Sprite wanted to have a bad one on 7-Up.
yes, yeah, absolutely.
Oh, yeah. Just had a
Or
dodgy...
Mellow Yellow versus Solo.
Just had
Or
a...
Mountain.
Just post.
just had a
There's a
shocky
leak.
Smith's Crisps chip.
That's it.
Chip.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'd follow you.
Yeah, okay. Well, maybe I'll be a bazillionaire soon enough.
Any feedback? On
Oh, we got a
feedback?
voicemail or anything?
A voicemail just...
Can we break this show up?
Let's have a listen to the voicemail just came in.
Right.
You have one new voicemail. New message.
Mark and Ox, absolutely agree. The Corio Roadhouse makes the best sandwiches, especially the ones in the winter. The toasted ones, the ones that go on the jaffles, you can't beat them. Absolutely everything you can possibly want in a jaffle. Fantastic. Andrew from Reservoir. Thank you.
Andrew from Reservoir. Man,
is a-
golfer, Andrew.
Yeah, he is. Hang on, I didn't realise that they used the jaffle machine
Oh, yes.
in the Roadhouse. I thought it would have been the flat bed, like
No, they're still jaffling up.
Do they put the can of spaghetti or baked beans into a jaffle if you ask nicely?
You better believe it. And they make a mean milkshake.
Do they?
There's things that where you kind of get reincarnated. I'm back to milkshakes at the moment.
What flavour?
Oh, caramel and blue heaven.
A blue milkshake.
Yeah, I love blue.
Righto.
You know, I had the other day that I haven't had for a billion years. In the same vein of like
Beetroot.
A thick shake.
No, it's not a drink. It's a food.
A beetroot thick shake.
No. No, I had a Chico roll.
Oh, how was it?
It wasn't as good as I remembered them when I was a kid, but it was still good.
I reckon now, because of the different oils they use, they're not as crunchy as what they used to be.
Yeah, I don't think it was. It's still good though. I still enjoyed it.
Yeah.
They had great commercials on TV.
Yeah, and great Chico roll girls.
They were attractive people in the Chico roll commercials.
Yeah, they
That's
were.
all I'll say.
Some called those girls who were a bit floozies Chico rolls.
Oh, I see what you did.
The old Chico rolls.
Yeah, okay.
She's a Chico roll.
Yeah, righto.
I don't think we'll move on from that one. Now, that feedback, or that voicemail from who was that?
Andrew from Reservoir.
Andrew from Reservoir. Andrew was only one of many people to give feedback on the Corio Roadhouse. There was a lot of feedback.
Oh, yeah, it's a popular joint.
Because you were talking up last week, Ox. You said it was
Yeah,
great.
they've done the reno, and it's all systems
When
go.
you go in, is it a bit like Cheers? Do they go, oh,
No, because I reckon I got there late, but I think Billy does.
Yeah, Billy
Gets it. Billy gets it.
Yeah, he would too.
Well, I think what Gary Ablett Senior used to do was when he used to go in there, he used to order up,
Yeah.
and it was $15,
Yeah.
and he'd write him a check.
Yes.
You know what? Because he knew they wouldn't cash it. They wanted his signature. They put it up on the wall.
Oh, you're kidding me.
Funny.
Gary was very good at doing that around
Yeah,
Geelong.
okay. Is that right?
Clever.
I got told that the club gave him a petrol card and he went to all service stations. So they gave Michelle a petrol card, but he went to Ampol and he was filling up everywhere.
Oh, God.
So heaps of other feedback on the Corio Roadhouse. Wazza has said, if that's not the best roadhouse, it's in the top 3 or 4 in the country.
Yeah, it
I
has to
agree.
be.
Yeah.
Brad has said, I agree, their chicken snitty sangers are magnificent, great coffee as well.
There you go.
Their coffee's really good.
Yeah.
And if you ask them to do it at 80, they do it at 80.
Yeah.
Really?
Temperature is important with coffee because sometimes they just make them too lukewarm. I like them hot.
Yeah, okay.
Now, is your mate Eggy, is it Paul Edwards?
Yeah.
Right. He's commented.
Eggy's the good-looking rooster, right?
Oh, yeah. He's got tats.
Well, Eggy said,
Richmond supporter.
I can't drive past the Corio Roadhouse without grabbing 3 hot wings and 3 fried dimmies in the same bag with soy sauce and chicken salt.
In the same bag.
Yeah, it's mixed.
That's living
I
dangerously.
don't like cross-pollinate
No.
me dimmies and me chicken.
Lots of people, I won't read them all because there's heaps, commented on their savoury mince jaffle.
Yep.
Craig Rogers did, Chris Byers did, Dennis Kennedy did, heaps of people did. It was a
They
lot.
make a really good Hawaiian jaffle as well.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Oh, I love pineapple.
But there was some controversy.
Oh, hang on.
And you guys have to have a bit of input into this because we need your thoughts. So we put this up on socials and we said, Ox is talking about this, and blah, blah, blah. And we called it, when we wrote it, a Sambo, best Sambo.
Right.
And there was commentary on that. Chris Kennedy said, what's a Sambo?
It's a sandwich, Chris.
Craig Muller said, I've heard Sambo used for other terms, but not short for a sandwich. Luke had said, how do you get Sambo from a sandwich? Now, the general gist of it was a lot of people were saying, what's a Sambo? It's called a Sanger.
I've never called it a Sambo.
But see, I knew exactly what you meant, though. I've called Sanger.
No, it's sangers all the time.
So I grew up in Wollongong, and we always called them Sambos.
What do you call a potato cake up there in Wollongong?
Scallop.
Yeah,
Yes, it's
enough
stupid.
said.
What would you call it? A
No, I
scallop?
agree. I know.
Scallops is an animal.
I know. I agree. I agree with that one. It's a bit silly. But what about?
No, but can you tell me
Is
where
a
it came
scallop an
from?
animal or a crustacean?
Crustacean. I think you are correct, David. Why, full knowing that a scallop is an animal, why would you call that a potato cake a scallop?
Well, I don't know.
Where's it come from?
I don't know. But when you're a kid, you just go with what's going on, right?
Who's the idiot who started it?
Yeah, maybe someone from Wollongong.
What? Hang on. What are you saying about Wollongong here?
Well, I'm just saying if we're going to narrow down idiots.
Yeah.
You were in Wollongong. You were in Wollongong 6
Yeah.
months ago, and you were raving about it.
No, I was raving about the Volk.
Yeah.
Volkanovski.
Hey,
No, Wollongong was a great place.
everyone loves the Volkanovski.
Love the Volk.
Have you seen the new commercial?
Yeah.
How good is he? I think he's the star in that. Dermot and he are the stars in that commercial.
The only problem was he got his head punched in last fight.
He
Yeah.
did. He did. That ad is unbelievable, by the way.
It's a great ad.
How much did that Kiro cost?
I don't know. Big Dell's pretty good too.
Dell was good.
Yep.
But Ash was good.
Ash Barty was good, looking for the trophy.
Steve Waugh kicking it off.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah,
It's
it was
a
all
very,
very good.
very
Very
good
good.
commercial.
Message from Christo here. Hey, gents, love the pod. Listening to the bonus episode, hilarious. What are the odds that the first song I heard on the radio this morning was Michael Jackson, Man in the Mirror? My wife wanted to know what I was smiling about.
That's funny. Very good.
Which is a cracker.
Very
All right,
good.
now, here's the whack. Now, we're going to have to tread carefully with this whack, all right? We've got to be really careful because this is subject to an HR conversation.
Is that right?
Yeah, it is. So we've got to be really careful and brief. Chris wrote in, great episode last week, guys. FYI, you were talking about playing Love to Have a Beer with Duncan at the end of the show.
That's right.
The song you played was A Pub with No Beer.
Oh no.
So Daz, our sound guy, has put the wrong song in.
But we asked Daz to play I Love to Have a Beer with Duncan.
I know. We all make an error. You called Al Bundy Ted Bundy. Daz has put the wrong
I did it deliberately. He's done. No, I didn't do it deliberately.
No, you
That was a
did
lie.
not do it
That was a lie.
But how can you get those two songs? I'd love to have a beer with Duncan because Duncan's
Because
me mate. And
what
the
song
pub
did he do?
with no beer. I mean, they're two totally different songs.
Hang on, we have to drop it there, though, because Daz has got a meeting with HR on Friday and he's been asked to bring a support person. So we just had to leave it there, if that makes
God,
sense.
Des.
Well, I suggest shave your mow and put the roof back on your BMW.
Yeah.
Stop being a
yourself
wanker.
up, you wanker.
Hey, Daz does so much good things on this show. You can't say that.
Well,
He's kind of.
we might have to put him on probation too
Yeah,
after
yeah.
last week.
Well, speaking of probation,
We like it. Look, we like him.
I think he's okay.
But he's getting a bit lippy.
he's a great guy. Speaking of probation, last bit of feedback here from Bradley Ian. The comments
Has he got
made...
two first names?
Yeah, he does.
Bradley Ian.
Well, hey, don't knock
What's
blokes
wrong
with
with
two first names,
Yeah, what's
mate.
wrong with two first names?
No, because I know you do, Alan, Mark, Bradley Dan.
Dan.
But that one there is a better one.
Bradley Ian.
Yeah, that's,
Ian Bradley. Ian Bradley sounds like a bona fide proper name.
is his last name Ian?
Well-
I've never heard Ian as a last name before in my entire life.
That's how he says it here. So, see that? So, unless he's reversed his name.
He
for-
must have reversed it. For
He might have done he might have done the old
there's
reverse.
no, Mr.
He might have
Ian.
done the old switcheroo.
Oh, he
Hey,
could have.
Mr. Ian? No.
Oh, he could have.
Don't think so.
So, Bradley Ian or Ian Bradley, depending on how we read it. Final bit of feedback here, talking of suspensions. The comments made by the Ox regarding Caddyshack, I believe, require a 20-pod suspension.
20 pods?
What for?
20-pod suspension.
It's just why? Because the show is shit.
It's not shit.
It's not the greatest. Like, seriously, it's kind of half funny in parts. You see some boobs, which is always okay.
Yeah.
But that's was it a mole or was it the
That
squirrel?
was a gopher.
Yeah, go.
Now, the gopher looked fake.
Do you know the gopher? Can I tell you something about Caddyshack that hardly anybody knows?
Don't tell me the gopher was real.
You know the noise it made? It was Flipper. They gave the flipper noise to a gopher. That is a true story.
See? And that's where the film lost me. That's where it lost me.
I'm going to find some audio of Flipper and I'll play it. You continue. How do you spell Flipper?
Well, okay, while you do that, we've got so much feedback, we weren't going to go anymore. We'll do one last one. Actually, Ox, question for you here.
Yes.
This is from our mate Horry from Ocean Grove.
Oh, yeah, like Horry.
So Horry's got a can we still be friends question. So you can answer this one, Ox, while Mark looks up this stuff. My wife's friend had tickets to Taylor Swift. She was feeling a little bit crook, so she gave one of the tickets to one of my daughters for the Saturday night show. Saturday morning, my daughter, 16 years old, dressed, ready to jump on the train to go up to the MCG and see Taylor Swift. My wife came into the room and said her friend is now going to go because she's feeling better. My daughter is shattered or was shattered. His question is, can they still be friends with that woman for taking the ticket back?
It's a dog's act.
It is.
I don't think you lose a friendship over it. Taylor Swift, you can't lose friendships over Taylor Swift, number one.
What's wrong with Taylor Swift?
But, no, nothing wrong with Taylor Swift.
Oh, okay,
but she's not, she's not.
No, I get it.
Yeah. But my mum always said, don't trust Indian givers.
Yeah.
If someone gives you something and they take it back, don't deal with them again.
I reckon if you give a gift,
it's gone.
That now belongs to the other person.
It's gone.
You can never take it back.
Unless you're Jon Snow in Game of Thrones and they say, no, we want you to keep the sword.
Yeah.
Because you try to give it back 3 times. It's your only exception to the rule.
So your view is you can be friends, but it's
not going to be the same.
It's pretty ordinary, though.
Yeah, not going to be the same.
Yeah.
Flipper, where you been? Sure missed you.
That's the noise.
So that's the gopher in Caddyshack?
That's the gopher in Caddyshack is actually Flipper. Yeah.
So hang on, what do you think about...
Sorry, I didn't hear anything you just said for the last 2 minutes.
That's right. No, Ox answered the question. What do you think about Ian's suggestion for a suspension for Ox?
No, he doesn't get suspended for 20 weeks.
Okay.
No way.
20 weeks. It's like 6 months. We'll see you, we'll see you in September.
Time to spin the wheel.
Trying to feed the kids here.
There we go.
All right.
Oh, my God.
What is it?
A dolphin joke.
Really?
Come on.
Go on.
Go on.
We'll do a couple.
You got a couple?
Let's do a couple.
Right. Jeez,
How does a pot of dolphin make a decision?
how do a pot of dolphins make a decision?
Yeah.
I don't know.
They flip a coin.
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, it's good work getting Flipper in there.
Got any other ones?
Hang on. If dolphins lived on land, which country would they live in?
I don't know.
Finland.
Not bad.
Yep, good.
Hey, why don't dolphins pass their exams?
Not sure.
Because they work below sea level.
Yeah. Clever.
Yes.
What did the mummy dolphin do when her son was an hour late for dinner?
I don't know.
She flipped out.
Oh, well done.
What is a dolphin's favourite holiday?
What is it?
Independence Day.
Oh,
That's so bad.
What did Cinderella's dolphin lose?
I don't know.
Her glass flipper.
See you next week.
Yeah.
And thanks for listening to the Couple of Blokes podcast with Ox and Marko. And if you get a chance to share it with a friend, that'd be fantastic. Massive thanks to the team at the E&S Trading Clearance Centre in Clayton on Dandenong Road. And if you're not in Melbourne, you can check them out online. Some massive savings. Couple of Blokes executive producer is Dan Bradley at Kaizen Media, and sound design from Daryl Misson at loudzebra.com. We'll see you next time.